I've selected symmetry as my maths phenomena. Many natural and man-made objects are symmetrical in 2 and 3 dimensions. Symmetry can be either rotational, when the image looks the same as when it is rotated around a central point, or lateral, when it is reflected on otherwise of a line or an axis. This is a direct quote from Vorderman, 1996, page 158. I chose symmetry as my maths phenomenon because it is a part of everyday living. This includes art, design, architecture. Therefore, it is seen everywhere, every day. Symmetry is fascinating within nature, and it's beautiful. It holds mystery and raises questions as to how objects came to be that way. It is fun and an exciting topic to introduce to students, and it's easy to explore beyond the desk and a textbook. I decided that the activity I would introduce to children must be engaging, fun, creative, and different. Children should be highly motivated and should be involved and taking control of the learning. They will need to leave their comfort zones and leave the classroom to enter the outside world and explore nature and how symmetry is a part of it. So the age group I selected for this activity was Year 4, ages 8 to 10. They will be introduced to basic symmetry, but as opposed to questioning, do you think this is symmetrical or do you think this is not symmetrical, I will be asking, do you think both sides look the same or do you think that they are different? Here's my activity explained through scenario. There is a tall mirror in the dress-up corner and I bring it to the front of the class. I ask one of the children to stand in front of it and tell me what they see. Assuming that they will say, it's me, we decide to discuss the similarities and differences of each side of the child. We discover that the child had a distinct marking on the left cheek of their face and it's not evident on the right side, but agree otherwise that the child's face looks the same on both sides. Each child has a turn at looking in the mirror. After this, they are posed with a question. Do you think that there are things that look the same, like each side on our faces outside? This is when we will begin our exploration. Jumpers, hats on, and a camera in hand, we venture outside to the back oval where there is much flora and other items of nature. The children are asked to go and find some items and put them into a basket that we've brought along. The children run away and return with some interesting objects. They come back with flowers, rocks, leaves, pine cones. One child runs back and says that he can't pick up what he wants to bring over. Turns out it's a tree stump, so we simply just take a photo of it there and then, so it's done. On the walk back, one child points out a plant with long, hard leaves. He tries to pull the leaf off, but they are too tough, so we take a photo of the whole plant again. After recess, the photos are printed and we all sit in a circle. We put the photos in a line in the middle so that everyone can see them. A mirror is revealed. It reflects life just like the tall dress-up ones, except it's much smaller and it's circular in shape. I explained to the class that we are going to test if they look the same on each side or if they do not. First, I place the mirror over the centre of the leaf. I ask the children one by one to come closer and have a look. Does the leaf reflect the same image as the side of the photo? It is agreed. Yes, it does. We compare this to the reflection of the photo itself. It looks the same on both sides. We decide this item is symmetrical. It looks the same on both sides. We repeat this with the rest of our photos. Here are some examples of this experience. You can see that the side of the photo reflects off the mirror as identical. Once the mirror is removed, students need to determine if it still looks identical on both sides. This experience is a good introductory maths activity to symmetry and is hands-on and engaging. This activity also makes links to extending maths learning. For example, a pine cone, which is considered rotational symmetrical, could also flow into discussion about spirals and helices, as described in Mathematical Magic in Nature, Pappas 2011, found in week 5 of the learning content. This natural phenomenon is supported by the Australian curriculum in the Year 4 content descriptions. For measurement and geometry, the curriculum identifies location and transformation as create symmetrical patterns, pictures and shapes with and without digital technologies. I, for one, was oblivious to the idea of mathematical work within nature, but now that I have knowledge and foundation, I will be able to transfer that into practice in the classroom to make learning more fun, creative, and engaging.